Now we will talk about a few methods which the string class has to offer. I'll make a string variable s which says apple, and we can use s.length to get the length of the string. The length of apple is 5. I'll make one more string variable here and put apple in it too. Another function equals can be used to check the equality of two strings. So since apple and apple are equal, so this will return true. We got here true. Another method is equals ignore case. So when we use equals ignore case, it ignores the case like lowercase or uppercase. If we have a small a for apple here and uppercase A for apple here, and we run this method, it will still give us true as it ignores the case. Now the next method which we'll learn about is compare to. I'll make two more variables here. Let's say mango here and banana here. So I'll compare mango with S3. Now what compare to does is that it compares each character till it encounters different characters. For example, here we are comparing S2 with S3. So the first character in S2 is M, then the second and the first character is in S3 is B. So since the ASCII value of M is greater than the ASCII value of B, so the compare to method will return a value greater than 0. So we'll run the code here and we get 11 here. So it will return an integer greater than 0. Now if we compare S3 with S2, we write S3 before, so it will give us the opposite. We got minus 11 here. So we got an integer less than 0. Since the ASCII value of M is greater than the ASCII value of B, so we got minus 11 here. And if we compare two strings that are equal, then we will get 0. Now let's compare S and S1 as well. Then we get 32. We get an integer greater than 0. So the integer we get is actually the difference between the ASCII value of those two characters. Then there is also this function like equals ignore case. There is also compare to ignore case. So it compares without taking the case of the letter in consideration. So if we compare this S and S1, we will get 0 because they both are equal. We can use this in cases where we want to print like two strings in alphabetical order. Like for example, if we do here S2 dot compare to S3 is less than 0, we get the output mango and pineapple. So these two are printed in alphabetical order. The next method we have is the index of method. So index of method is used to find the first occurrence of a particular string inside a string. So if I do index of and inside I put PL or just P, then I'll get the output as 1, because in Apple the first occurrence of P is at index 1. Then there is also a method called last index of. So the last index of will give the index of P at the last occurrence. This will give us 2. So the last occurrence of P is at index number 2. Next we have a very important method called substring. So I'll make a longer string saying Java is fun. And now substring is used to extract a part of a string. I put starting from 0 till index number 6. So actually not index number 6, it goes like starting from 0, 6 characters after starting from index number 0. So it will be till index number 5. So I run the code and we get the output Java space I. So the fifth index is I. So we got the substring of the string S, which starts at index 0 and ends at index 5. We can leave the second parameter here and just write a single index number, say 3. So what this will do is, starting from index number 3, it will print the whole string till the end. I run the code and we get this output. So starting from index 3, we got the whole string till the end. And this is how we use the substring method. Then we have a couple of more methods, which are 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase. I'll do 2 uppercase here and run the code, and we get one in lowercase and another in uppercase. So these were few methods of the string class which we can use. There are plenty more methods in the string class. Please go and read about them, and thanks for watching the video.